Hey, YouTubers. So the topic here, the idea here that I'm presenting, the idea here I've been thinking about, and I'm just sharing with anyone who is also thinking about this or wants to comment or values chit chat on the topic is basically this. Oh, hey, viewer, say hi. Oh, they left. Okay, so basically, see, I have to ask you something. Now, why does why do viewers pop in and just leave? Why did they even enter the chat? Who was it? Who knows? Of course, someone on YouTube or online. And why do they just enter and just leave? I suppose they were baited in. The image I posted for the video is just some. Maybe they're interested somehow in the image. Someone on YouTube just scrolled past this image and it came up in their search feed or on YouTube. And then once I saw this image, once I saw this, this mess here, this couch, a bearded me sitting here. Once I saw this image and stuff, they were completely uninterested and left. I guess is what happened. So my question is, if I created some different format, sitting at a desk, or made myself look different a little bit, or then they'd probably be wowed and watch it. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so my idea of this video is, so I've thought about this topic, has come into my mind an X number of times. So here I'm watching a movie, Eastern Promises is just on my cable feed and my movie channels, whatever. And should I switch from cable to YouTube cable and buy these movie channels from you? I don't know. So that's a different topic. But so this idea is that keeps coming to mind X some number of times for however long this has been occurring is, so you watch these movies and you see an actor. Some people use the term actress, but basically the term, you just use actor for both male and females. But anyway, so I'm watching Instagram and I see this actor, her image, and I just start thinking Jurassic Park. Because wasn't she in Jurassic Park? So you're sitting here watching Eastern Promises, and you see this image, and your mind just starts thinking Jurassic Park. So the idea is you have so many people in the world. You have so many people, and you have so many people who could be involved in movies and acting. You could make some, call it hypothetical, if you will, but you could make movies. The idea is you can make these movies with actors or people who have never even been in any other movies and will never be in a movie again. They make one movie. So the idea is then you wouldn't see this image and this thing. You will be watching one movie and just start thinking about these people in other movies. How many people experience that? How many people experience the phenomenon? I don't know if you call it a psychology or a mind thing or whatever. The phenomenon of you just start thinking about them from other movies while watching some other movie they're in. Maybe the more and more you think about, maybe it's how your individual mind works. Maybe it's the more and more you think about acting in movies, the more and more your mind will do that. The more and more movie, of course, you see the more and more movies you see with the same actor in it, actress, actor. More and more you see with that in it, more and more your mind will do that. And of course, people become thought interested or fans maybe of a certain actor, and they just think about all their stuff, or they've just seen so many movies with that actor and their mind will just automatically do that. So that's really my little question or idea or topic of this video, is that idea. Does it really matter? I don't know. It's just like, if you wanted a pure, true movie experience, what it is, the pure, true movie, where you just don't think that other stuff, you would want to use all actors who have never been seen in anything before. Then the minds of the people watching it would not associate them with other things. You just wouldn't associate that with other movies. So it clutters up, or it depurifies the presentation of the ideas and characters of the movie in a way. Because you're thinking this other content of other movies, or them in other movies maybe. And again, there are so many people in the world who could be acting or in a movie. You could implement this principle as a film studio or as a movie creator, I suppose, if you wanted to. Could you? You'd have to pull, I guess you'd be pulling novices or amateurs out of acting farms or theater or whatever, who aren't really have any widespread renown, and using them to create this film. So as far as the film's first play would be, they wouldn't be well known, and no one would have those mind associations or memories or thinking about them in other materials. So it'd be like a more purity of a presentation for most people. A few people would know them maybe either personally or from, if they did small time theater or acting, some people would know them maybe, but for if they had a wide great audience, no one really in that wide great audience would have that memory mind association for those people, I guess. Maybe this is kind of just non-pragmatic. Maybe this is kind of philosophical thinking or an idea, but and again, I keep thinking about like you get genres like protagonists. So I thought this for like Harrison Ford. I watched Harrison Ford movies since I was a kid. Indiana Jones, Star Wars. And he's had his career, whatever, for all his movies. There I'm getting a little bit of my very slight organ pain now, this digestive organ reflux. And I have to ask myself, is it a medical condition? Is there anything there? It kind of subsided. So on this Harrison Ford topic, it's like He made this movie called What Lies Beneath. I don't know if I saw them. I think I may have seen them. I forget. Sometimes you see movies way back throughout your life, and you even forget even if you watch tons of movies or just whatever. It's like mind mush. It's like you forget if you even saw the movie or not. Or maybe you browse online, saw clips of it or trailers or whatever. But it used to kind of affect me that Harrison Ford was always like a protagonist, right? But then he makes this movie, and isn't he like do something evil, or he's like the bad guy in this movie? So that is like a break from he broke from the protect. So this is kind of a related topic to the original topic of this video, which is so use a new actor every time for these widespread films, and then there's no mind association. But then if you have someone like Harrison Ford doing like all the protagonist stuff, then he does the non-protagonist. That has an effect on people too, because you have such a mind zone or what maybe it's a belief in him and his image and his acting or whatever as a protagonist. So it like affects you potentially. That he's suddenly doing some evil acting or villain or non-protagonism or whatever it is. But of course, a lot of actors, I guess, when they get into acting, of course, could potentially do as it goes a variety of roles, a variety of things, of protagonist or villain or whatever nature. It's just kind of part of acting. Then again, you think of these things where people really get pigeonholed. They like these big time actors or acting. They can really get pigeonholed and typecast, I guess. Now I'm thinking about Jackie Chan or something like he didn't like the scripts. Something about he didn't like the scripts he was getting. He's being form factor and maybe a pigeonhole as some type whatever his maybe the action guy whatever. But I don't know. Whew. See, then I could get into like another topic here, like you have this whole idea of spirituality or religion. Some people hate it, some people love it, some people think about it, some people don't. And like you have that topic, Christianity, the Bible. I mean, people get into Islam or Buddhism or whatever, Judaism. So you have all these religions, right? And you have whatever level of religion you have or haven't had in your life, or you have whatever level you've been exposed to religion and religious stuff and culture and stuff. These religions don't really bring up or have a zone per se in their fundamental doctrines or canonical doctrines or scriptural doctrines. They don't really have anything, I don't think, for thespianism or acting. You turn that around a little. Maybe you've had people with some amount or whatever type of religion in their lives who have done acting. And you can have, so here's the thing. So you can have even like, you have like pure flicks and this religious acting, religious movies. But you turn that around and you say, well, religion and these scriptural religions and the main doctrines are the main overall centuries and millennia of these religions don't really have a zone for thespianism and acting, which comes from what? We see a big, isn't acting really greatly traced maybe in Western culture, or even, this is a whole topic you can study, is like the history of thespianism. Doesn't it come from a lot from ancient Greece? Is it from the Greeks or from ancient Greek, where acting and comedy and tragedy and thespianism, doesn't that come from there? Because they had, like, if you look at archaeology, didn't they have their little theaters and amphitheaters thing? Or, they had their amphitheaters or whatever. You can see the archaeology of that. And then you had Rome. So there's this historical thing, people, Greece to Rome, right? Then Rome had it. Rome had their theaters and amphitheaters, didn't they? Or was that more mainly Greece? I don't know. One could look at the whole history of that. But then in the Christian scriptures, in Judaism, probably in Islam, there just isn't. It's like, is there a space for acting and thespianism in those core scriptures or beliefs or whatever it is? But anyway, that's also going away from the topic of this video. I guess maybe you could construe it as related or not. It's kind of a rant. Is that kind of a rant? I don't know what you'd call it. A question about something.